In this video, I'm painting this lovely little Easter project, which I've titled A Chocolate Affair, using my underpainting technique in oils. I'm using oils here because it gives me the freedom to lift and erase back to the tone of the canvas. And in this case, I've used Michael Harding Titanium Buff, which gives a lovely warmth right from the start. At this stage, I'm really just building a value map. I lift out my lights and gradually place in the darks so I can clearly see the structure before I even think about colour. It's only once those values are sitting correctly that I start to refine anything, such as around the eyes. I finish with a soft mop and then leave it to dry, and this is usually overnight before moving on to colours. When it comes to colour mixing, I like to keep things very simple. I always mix 4 values, 2 lights and 2 darks, and that becomes the foundation for the whole painting. Pre-mixing your colours this way makes the blocking in stage much easier. For this piece, I've also mixed a base colour for the background and for the table, along with a black made from raw umber and ultramarine blue. I begin the background using that base mixture, deepening it with the black where needed. I always start with the darker values and work towards the light. By gradually adding white into that base mix, I keep everything harmonious, rather than jumping between unrelated colours. On the table, I begin with the cast shadows first, around the chocolate and the foil, and then I block in the rest of the table with that warm base colour I'd pre-mixed. To highlight the table, I take the base mix and begin to make small adjustments, a bit more yellow and a touch of white, and I use that a little thicker to add texture to the table. With the rabbit, it's exactly the same approach. I start with my darkest values and blot that in, using my underpainting value map as a guide for placement. While I've got that colour on the brush, I carry it to the egg and the chocolate pieces too. Then I move to the next value, placing it alongside the dark. To soften the transition, I mix a half tone between the two values. This is where the painting starts to gain some subtlety by expanding the original 4 values. I use this half tone to soften the join between the dark and the mid values. As I move into the lighter values, I follow the same process. Block in first using the underpainting as my map, then bridge the tones using a half tone mixture. Before long, what started as 4 values becomes a full range, without ever feeling complicated or needing to pre-mix too many values at the start of the painting. For the gold foil, I stay with the same value structure but shift the colour slightly. I start with the darker base, then introduce yellow and gradually increase both the yellow and the white to build those brighter notes. The silver foil is handled the same way, starting with a dark made from the background colour and then working towards lighter values. I keep those darker tones connected to the background so it all sits naturally. The silver in particular reflects what's around it, so by mixing from that same base and gradually adding white, it keeps that sense of reflection and colour harmony. Once everything is blocked in, this is where the painting begins to come together. I start introducing thicker, brighter highlights, especially on the foil. For the reflective light on the rabbit and egg, I use the background colour. A lot of students treat reflective light as another light source, but it's really just light bouncing off the surroundings, and it should stay very subtle, just enough to soften those darker areas. Finally, I switched to a small round brush and a liner brush for those small details around the eyes and edges. The very last touches are the brightest highlights, applied very thickly to catch that shine. Inside MazArt Academy, we paint projects like this every month, complete pieces you can take your time with and really enjoy. So if that sounds interesting, I'll leave a link to the MazArt Academy in the description box below. This piece will also be available in my shop once it's fully dry. I'd like to take the opportunity to wish you all a very happy Easter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next painting.